championship. You got offense in McNeese. You got great defense in HBU. Which one is going to prevail here today?
And there's going to be a early whistle. Turnover for the Cowgirls. That's a travel for the Cowgirls.
That's the greatest thing that HBU is going for. Great defense. You see McNeese come out, he's got his own press and drop back in his own.
And here's Wilson to Jefferson, the leading scorer for the Huskies this season. And here's Vakovic from deep downtown three. Looking at the game, it's going to be a three-pointer by Julia Vakovic. Deep downtown 3-0. Not 15 left to play here in the first quarter.
Great patience. You see tremendous offense inside by McNeese at that time.
Going to get on the board with a quick jump shot two-pointer. Huskies will take over. And then we talked a little bit about HBU and McNeese. So McNeese is leading the conference in offense, if you want to mention that. And then here's a layup by Zulu. Huskies will take over. And then we talked a little bit about HBU and McNeese. So McNeese is leading the conference in offense, if you want to mention that. And then here's a layup by Nzulu. It's going to be missed and rebounded by the Cowgirls. And here's three-pointer by Kalinska. It's going to be missed. She'll go into the paint to try to get to the opponent.
I think the major difference in this HBU team, I thought when they taken off is when Maryland, NJ Wu, just jumped up and started rebounding and playing. When they put her in the lineup, what a great difference it was.
As I was mentioning, McNeese leads the conference in scoring offensively, but the Huskies lead the conference in defense. And if you know anything, you know defense wins ball games. So we'll see will the Huskies defend here.
They had to get out on McNeese. They're a great three-point shooting team. Hanson is the player that at Portland State, when she was there, made the winner that put them in the NCAA tournament.
Here's Tanks inside to Chamberlain. Chamberlain is the leading scorer here for the Cowgirls, excuse me. She's the leading scorer for the Cowgirls, and she's ranked 6th in the Southland Conference, averaging 11.2 points per game. Kalinska. Here's Tanks. Back to Kalinska. Shot clock. Going to be a shot clock violation on the Cowgirls. Has a turnover. It's going to be HBU ball.
Great defense when you can create a shot clock violation. First of all, it's a downer for the offense. It is an absolute great thing for the defense.
Here's Wilson. Jefferson. Vakovic. Big pass across the court. Inside the paint to Nzulu. She'll lay it up for two. And she's going to finish it off. And that's a two-point play for Maryland Nzulu, assisted by Julia Vakovic. 5-2, 7:30 left to play in the first quarter.
Right now, great defense. You've limited them to two. You're just doing a great job of getting between the offensive player and the basket.
Here's Summerfield. Tanks inside two-pointer. Tanks. And that's going to be turned over. Oh, the Huskies will regain control. Excuse me. Abby Sutherland in there to regather the Huskies. He'll take control over the ball. Huskies ball. Here's Vakovic. Back to Wilson.
Right now, good shot by Wilson outside. Another offensive rebound.
And here's Jefferson inside the paint. She'll lay it up for two. And Nzulu is going to be out-battled by the Cowgirls. Cowgirls ball. It's going to be a travel. Great spin and move there by Chamberlain, but it's going to cost her team the turnover as she traveled.
But right now, HBU's doing a great job of beating this press. Little 2-2-1 coming down. Great patience. They've got some great looks. They've got to be able to make baskets. The one thing that as they go through the game, sometimes they reach streaks where they cannot score, but their defense always stays good.
Quick pass inside to Wilson, back out to Djokovic, and Djokovic is going to lay it down for 3. She's 2 for 2 today from the three-point line.
But Djokovic has gotten so much better. Here's the steal by Jefferson.
And Hansen is going to be tripped up, and Jefferson's going to be there to take the ball from her. It's going to be a turnover for the Cowgirls. Jefferson will go to the basket. She won't get the layup, but she will go to the line for 2.
Well, what HBU's done a great job. In the last 7 or 8, 9, 10 games, they haven't lost but one time. And the reason they haven't lost, they've created a lot of offense on defense. Steals, take it to the basket. Now you draw and you got free throws. And Jefferson is an outstanding free throw shooter, shooting 88% for the year. And now you get the other team in foul trouble. And I like the pace so far in the first quarter.
And a big win for the Huskies this week against UNO marks head coach Johnny Finney's 100th win in program history here at HBU. Three-pointer by Chamberlain is no good. It's going to be a whistle. It's going to be HBU ball, so HBU will take over.
HBU does a nice job of always getting the 50-50 balls. When it comes off the basket, they keep their hand on it. They're in there. That's how you beat a press. You go in the middle.
And it's going to be a turnover by Jefferson. And Chamberlain is going to take over. She'll lay it up. Won't get the layup, but she will go to the line for 2. And this is the first time since 2017 and 2018 season that McNeese has won 13 games, or at least 10 games to be exact. So they're also on a roll, a 4-game win streak. HBU on a 6-game win streak. So both teams play pretty hard right now this conference.
Yeah, McNeese has not been the same since they had the Bobbitt twins over there. And now Coach Kennedy's come in, and what a great turnaround. They're going to finish no worse than 4th and no better than 4th. And I think that's a great accomplishment in their first year here.
The last time the Huskies and the Cowgirls met up, HBU beat them the last 3 times to be even more specific. Here's Jefferson into the hands of Sutherland, back to Wilson. Wilson on dribble, nothing there. And here's Vakovic. Vakovic inside to Nzuwu. Jump shot by Nzuwu is going to be missed. Rebound's going to be Hansen. Gill will take over for the Cowgirls. Stubblefield. And here's a big three-pointer for Hansen from deep downtown. And she's going to throw it up for 3.
I wonder, did she count the bank shots? Yeah, that was a shot that I don't think she was counting on making.
Shooters are going to shoot. And here's Jefferson. Over to Wilson. Over to Vakovic. Back to Wilson. And here's Vakovic for 3 again. That one won't go, but he knocked out of bounds. It's going to be Cowgirls ball. It's going to be a timeout called here inside of Sharps. And we'll be right back here on ESPN that the Cowgirls have won 13 games.
Yeah, he's everywhere he's ever been, Portland State, and everywhere he's always built a program. Last year they won 6 basketball games. Right now they're going to finish 4th in this league, and I think it's a tremendous accomplishment.
And here is Jefferson. She'll lay it up for 2, and it won't go. Rebound is going to be number 24, Devon Tanks. And a big layup by Stubblefield is going to be missed. No shot. There's going to be a whistle and a turnover for the Cowgirls. Great offensive effort for the Cowgirls. It's Stubblefield.
I think it is. I think, though, that HBU did a nice job of not giving up on the play. Tanks was out front. They stayed there. They didn't foul. Right now, HBU's got to find a way to score. They had 10 for about 3 minutes. They got to be able to, go inside to Sutherland.
And Sutherland is going to hesitate, but she will throw it up from the free throw line. That's a 2-point play for Abby Sutherland.
I think it's good ball movement. You started on one side, you hit on the other side. But right now, HBU's hanging their hats on great team defense.
Here's Stubblefield over to Chamberlain. Outside to Gill. Gill for 3, and too easy. That was going to go right in. 3-point play for Gill, assisted by Chamberlain.
You come in the game, Gill's off of the bench and hits the 3 ball right off the bat.
Almost ball's turned over for the Huskies. Jefferson will be there to gather the Huskies back together. Here's Wilson. Over to Jefferson. Wilson. Thought about taking a shot, but she wouldn't. Here's Jefferson. 4 seconds on the shot clock. And here's Wilson for three. Gonna be no good. Shot clock violation for the Huskies.
The 2-3 zone that McNeese is in right now is really causing HBU some problems. I think they've got to be able to get the ball inside and maybe outside from inside.
Gill will take over for the Cowgirls. Here's Rosny. Chamberlain. Inside play is going to be picked up and
Wilson did a great job then of stealing the ball, keeping it, throwing a foul. You got to watch it now. McNeese is very quick, got great hands. They're coming in from behind on this press. They're actually the front line to get by them. They're coming in and knocking the ball out at that time. Now we got Collins in the game.
And Nzulu's going to head to the bench. Collins have been aggressive on the boards this season, leading the Huskies in rebounds. Jefferson back to Wilson, over to Bakovic. I think the great thing about HBU bench, here's a three-pointer for Bakovic, is no good. Out of bounds on the Huskies. I think the great thing about the HBU bench this season has been the amount of depth. And, you know, if Nzulu's not having a great game, head coach Donna Finney does not shy away from using everyone on her bench as ammo.
Yeah, McGuire's about to come in, and McGuire's I think she'll be able to beat this outside this zone.
Chamberlain back over to Hanson. And Hanson for another three. And that one won't do any good, but Collins will get her first rebound of the game. Here's Wilson. Jefferson from deep downtown for three. Bit of an air ball. Rebound's going to be number 20, Rosny. And a three-pointer by Gill won't go. Bakovic will get the rebound. Kennedy Wilson to take over for the Huskies here. Sutherland back to Wilson. Here's Bakovic.
I don't think you can pass on the perimeter. You got to penetrate against the zone, make two players collapse on you, and then hit somebody else. Yes, that's what you got to do right there.
And here's a jump shot by Bakovic inside the paint. 2-point play for Julia Bakovic.
See, Julie penetrated then, and then nobody closed on her. You can't just pass the ball on the perimeter. You got to close. You got to be able to penetrate the gaps.
8 points for Julia Bakovic. Here's Chamberlain. Cowgirls with a chance to respond right here. Down 2. 1:04 left to play here in the first quarter. Here's Hanson. Inside to Chamberlain. Layup for Chamberlain is good. That's a sneaky pass for the Cowgirls.
I talked to their assistant, Steve Yang. I've been knowing him. He said this man's offense, Coach Kennedy's offense, is outstanding. They do a lot of back cut.
As we just saw right there, here's Wilson. Over to Jefferson, back to Wilson. Bakovic, inside to Sutherland. Sutherland's jump shot won't go. Cowgirls will get the rebound. And here's Gill taking over for the Cowgirls. Chamberlain from deep downtown. And again, that's another three-pointer for the Cowgirls. Cowgirls will take the first lead of the game, 17-14, with 18 seconds left to play in the first quarter. Huskies look to respond. 13 seconds.
Can't run it down too low. You got to take a quicker opportunity to the basket.
And here's Collins with a jump shot. Floater, no good. Rebound is going to be number 20, Rosny, and that's going to do it for the first quarter here inside of Sharp's Gym. 17-14, the Cowgirls inside Sharp's Gym, 17 points in the first quarter.
Yeah, they got to do a better job of guarding Chamberlain. She has 8 points at this time. You got to get out on her because she has tremendous range. She's just shooting from way outside. You got to pick up the defense. They don't usually give up about 10, 11, 12 points a quarter.
And Chamberlain is the leading scorer right now for the Cowgirls and 6th in the Southland Conference.
Yeah, that's what you got to do. HBU's got to go more high-low. Throw the ball to the high post, turn and dump it inside. because if you don't, they're gonna still spread their zone, and it's gonna be hard to attack.
Here's Vakovich inside to Collins. And McGuire now in for the Huskies. Quick jump shot by Collins for two. It's good.
See, that was high-low. Collins was in the short corner. You get the ball to Sutherland into high post, you hit inside. But right now, you've got to pick you up defensively.
Stubblefield. Turnover for the Cowgirls is going to be picked up and stolen by Abby Sutherland. Great defensive work by Abby Sutherland. Here's Jefferson.
See, I think you could have hit Collins in the short corner again. I think they've got to do a better job of looking in. Yes, inside.
Back outside to McGuire. Here's Jefferson. She'll go to the basket and lays it up for two. Won't do her any good, but Collins will be there to get the rebound. Great offensive work by Abby Sutherland to tip it into the hands of Collins for a two-point play.
Yeah, great teamwork. Right now, Jefferson, when she's dry, she's got to ease up just as she's shooting the basketball.
Three-pointer for Tanks is no good. Rebound is going to be D. Collins. And here's Jefferson. She'll go back to the basket. She won't get the shot, but she will go to the line.
Jefferson does a nice job of always drawing fouls. Right now, her shot's not falling. She does a nice job. But on the other end, the difference right now is HBU stepped it up defensively. But I'm always amazed at Coach Dunn. She always makes such a great sub during the course of the game. Collins has just given them a spark. I mean, she's just come in and did some great things. She has 4 points, 3 rebounds in a very short period of time.
Huskies will regain the lead, 2017.
Got to step up on Gill. Cannot give her the range right now. You got to get out on her. No shots.
Here's Gill looking for Hanson. Collins is playing some great defense. Hanson. Gill for three. And it's going to be knocked off. India McGuire, I think she backed up.
Can't help. She's going to go over there and help. She didn't need to help. Stay on your man. Stay on the shooter. You got to know who the shooters are.
And here's Jefferson. Over to McGuire. McGuire for deep downtown. Shot won't go. Sutherland's going to get the rebound. It's going to be a foul called on Hanson. And Chamberlain's going to make her way back into the game.
See, Chamberlain's the same thing. You got Gill. When you got to know where 5 is and you got to know where 2 is, you can't be hipping off of them because their range is unbelievable.
Tie game here. Here's Collins. It's McGuire. Jefferson for three. No good. She'll be there to get her own rebound and lays it up for two. Now that's some great offensive work there by Tamia Jefferson. Way to redeem herself. Welcome back inside of Sharpston. 22-20 lead for HBU Huskies right now. 7:25 left to play. Cowgirls will take over right here after the halftime. And here's Gill. And that's going to be a quick turnover for the Cowgirls by Stubblefield. Huskies ball.
Huskies they do a nice job of playing without fouling.
There's going to be a foul called on Stubblefield as Jefferson will be tripped up. And here comes Lauren Mapusa. And if you were watching last Saturday, didn't you know last Saturday, Lauren Mapusa made a big impression here in the ball game.
I told you about substitute by the coach. This woman has been able to put in players. They go in, and Maryland just changed the game. No question in my mind.
Here's Mapusa, and here's McGuire. Over to Vakovich. Sneaky pass to Collins. Back to Sutherland. Sutherland with a turnaround jump shot. Won't go. Collins will get the rebound. And the Huskies will get the chance to reset.
Like in this game right now, Collins has made such a difference.
Here's a three-pointer from McGuire, and it's from deep downtown. 25-20 lead for India McGuire.
McGuire was ready to shoot it. If you're going to shoot the ball, that's what you got to do.
Turnover for a Substable again. The Huskies are going to tug over. And if the Cowgirls want to win, they're going to have to start turning the ball over. What do you think, man?
Oh, yeah, you can't turn the ball over against this HBU team. They're experienced. They've got great subs.
Three-pointer by Vakovic is no good. Substable, Phil. And it's going to be another turnover for the Cowgirls.
Three in a row. Pressure defense. Anytime you can pressure defensively, you're going to create situations. Yeah, and I think it's good. Gill's out of the game. I'd like to see her go out right now if you're HBU. You watch this replay. They trap her down in the corner. They don't let her penetrate. They cut off all passing lanes. They help each other. Now there's nowhere to throw the ball to.
Great defensive work by the Huskies. They'll take over right here. Collins left wide open for a jump shot. No good, but Sutherland will try to scrabble for the rebound, and she's going to be fouled from behind.
The difference in this game right now is offensive rebound. You look at it, HBU, offensive rebound. That's their fourth one. 4 in almost a quarter and a half. That's pretty good.
All right, here's Makusa. Over to McGuire. Back to Vakovic. Inside to Sutherland. Back to Vakovic. Great ball movement by the Huskies. Here's Collins. Inside to Sutherland. Sutherland will lay it up. No good, but Vakovic will be there to get the rebound. There's going to be a whistle. It should be Huskies' ball.
No, 2 free throws.
Oh,
she got pushed in the back. Now you're going to go up and you're going to get 2 free throws by a pretty doggone good free throw shooter. But great ball movement that time by HBU, but tremendous offensive rebound. An offensive rebound, and Julie saved it. And then this allows her to get 2 free throws. Great effort by Julia Vakovic. Not only did she go to save the ball, but she now has an opportunity for a 2-point play. And it will be a 2-point play, so the Huskies will lead 27-20. 5:44 left to play. Where the difference is on defense. Right now they turned it up. They're not giving up many points right here. They're out on the shooters, making them shoot the ball.
And here's Hansen. The jump shot no good. D. Collins will get the rebound. And again, Cowgirls have only scored 4 points since the start of the second quarter. Great defensive work by HBU.
D. Collins has got all the offensive rebounds.
Another deep three-pointer by McGuire, but no good. And Hamilton will get the rebound. 2 3-pointer by Chamberlain. That one won't go. Taylor will get the rebound, turn around, spin move, jump shot, no good. And Collins will get the rebound. Huskies will reset and head back to their territory.
Great defense by Sullivan without fouling. Dribble in. Don't just pass the ball. Dribble in the gaps.
Here's Sutherland inside, lays it up, and she'll get big for 2 points.
Great offense then. You went to Collins on the baseline. You hit Sutherland inside. But right now, you got to win this game on defense.
And here's Chamberlain. Chamberlain throws it up. No good. Huskies are going to fight for their rebound. But they'll come out with it. Inside pass to D. Collins. Lays it up. No good. Man, that would have been a perfect play. There's no perfect play in sports. And it's going to be a whistle called and a timeout.
They started out saying, okay, you can't make that shot. Well, let me tell you, number 2, Chamberlain can make them from anywhere. She has tremendous range.
All right, here's the Cowgirls. Here's Hamilton. Hamilton from deep downtown. A 3-pointer just seems so effortlessly.
Yep, you can't go behind the screen against the shooting team. You got to go up top of the screen.
Here's Makusa.
Makusa's done a nice job giving them energy, but Collins has been a difference.
Here's McGuire over to Vakovic. Sutherland inside, back out to McGuire. And here's Vakovic from deep downtown. 3-pointer is good. That's a 3-point play for Julia Vakovic. She has to be 3 for 4 already in today's ball game.
Okay, McGuire, you cannot go behind Hamilton, but she's going to set this little ball screen. Yes, she did a great job. You got to go out on top of it.
And don't do so without fouling. And she will. Here's Stubblefield. Inside pass stolen by D. Collins. And that's a couple turnovers for Stubblefield. Lauren Makusa looks to lay it up. She won't do it. Collins there to to defend her, and there's going to be a whistle blown. Collins is fouled on the way down.
Collins will get to shoot 2 free throws. She's shooting 84%. This is a really good. Watch it right now. Great pass inside. What a block. I didn't think it was missed. And then there's ever Collins ready. You're the ever ready battery. That's what Collins is here today. Oh, what a great job. She's come in. I can't get over it in the games we've had. What a great job Coach Finney's done of putting in the right player at the right time in the right situation.
And Coach Finney talked in the beginning of the season about that depth, and we talk about it every single game, but I think the reason she can do that is because she has that depth, and again, if Nzuwu's not producing, she has Collins, and if Collins is not producing, she got Mapusa, and that's what we're seeing right here in this ball game.
And then defensively, they've adjusted. They've come out now, and they're going above the ball screen.
And here's Hamilton, outside to Chamberlain. Here's Stubblefield.
Okay, she called her for offensive foul. I don't think it was a good call because she made no contact.
No contact at all.
She didn't touch anybody. You can't have an offensive foul if you don't touch somebody. And the defender had the right. I thought might have anticipated that call, but let me always go back and say, refereeing is one of the most difficult jobs in America.
Here's Vakovic, back to McGuire. Sutherland. And Vakovic for 3. In and out it'll go. Mapusa will get the rebound. She'll lay it back up for 2. Nope. It won't go. And then Yes, this will get the rebound for the Cowgirls.
Great offensive rebound. You got to be able to make the shot.
Here's Stubblefield. Stubblefield having a little bit of trouble today.
Yes.
Turning the ball over.
That's because of defense right now. You got to get out on Chamberlain.
Great effort by Julia Vakovic. Almost stole the ball from Chamberlain. The Cowgirls will regain possession. Chamberlain's headed to the bench. Can you believe it?
I hate to say this. It's not my job to judge about that 7 points going to the bench. Now, you're getting in Gill, though, who's been lightning from outside. But now Gill has got a taller player on her, but that's going to be hard for her to score.
And Gill is off the bench, that is. Shot clock violation. Great defensive effort by the HBU Huskies.
I've said it on the air numerous times. Anytime a defensive team gets a shot clock violation, it's just such a pick-me-upper mentally.
Here's Vakovic. She's going to be double-teamed, trapped over to Mapusa. Outside to Sutherland. Back to McGuire. Vakovic at the top of the key. Andy McGuire doing a nice job here at the point guard position. Inside pass intended for Collins is going to be stolen by the Cowgirls. Cowgirls will take over and head into their territory. Hamilton sets the screen, gets the ball over to Stubblefield. Here's Gill. And a three-pointer from deep downtown by Skripna is no good. I don't know if I'm a coach, if I'm going to like that shot.
I ain't going to like that shot at all. I'm going to say, give me a sub. I'll tell you that right now.
And it looks like one may be coming in. Huskies ball.
You got to pass that basketball.
Three-pointer by McGuire is good, and I knew that was good from this point of view.
No, I said that's too low. McGuire, that's a bad shot. Nothing but net. McGuire, don't listen to the man over here on TV. You don't know what he's doing.
If she makes it, it's not a bad shot. Here's Stubblefield. Over to Gill. Hamilton. 15-point lead for the Huskies. 10 seconds on the shot clock. Here's Chamberlain. Almost turned over. Stubblefield throw it up for 3. No good. Out of bounds on the Cowgirls.
Yes. You're not going to get the ball from Collins. When Collins goes after the ball, it's like putting it in a vice. She's so strong. Look at her. Watch that block by Sullivan. Just knocked it out without Collins. And then watch this shot. Get it off the board and rebound the ball.
Here's Collins to Mapusa. Back out to Collins. Tries to throw it up for 2. No good. She'll scramble for the rebound. There will be a scramble on the team. It's going to be a jump ball. Way to go to Collins to get in there and get a little aggressive.
Yeah. But what I like about this sub, she brought in Collins. She taken out Jefferson. They're just sitting a while. Hey, the other players get the job done. Leave them in. That's one of the things I like about Coach. Right now, you're ending the half. You got 32 seconds. You just don't. You want to go into the halftime at an all-time high. Get out on Gill. Don't give her a shot. She has tremendous range.
Only 6 points for the Cowgirls here in the second quarter. And here is Tanks, lays it up for 2. So 8 points here now for the Cowgirls.
HBU now can take the last shot. Run it down. Run it down. It's time to take it in. Don't hold it too long.
Here's Mapusa for 3. And she'll lay it down. That's going to be an 18-point lead. 16-point lead for the Huskies. I'm not good at math. We haven't learned by now. But that's 16-point lead for the HBU. Why would you want the piece of the pie when you can have the whole thing? And Coach Benny's whole thing is her Huskies have to be able to play all 4 quarters of basketball. And we'll see if they can close it out right here. Conference play inside of Sharps. Third quarter's underway, and here's Wilson over to Vakovic. Back to Wilson.
I agree with that. You got 15 points on the bench. I agree with putting in your starters, giving them an opportunity
to redeem themselves.
Yes. And if they don't, you bring the other ones back.
And here's Julia Vakovic from deep downtown. No good. And Lindsay Wu's going to come in, and she'll get the rebound. Way to redeem herself off the bench at the start of the third.
And some Wu's got to do a great job. She goes in. Okay, don't bring it down. Keep it up. She does it. That's why she got fouled. She keeps it up. HBU gets the ball out of bounds. Run a little out of bounds play now. Step in, Julie, and let her hit her 3 ball.
Here's Wilson. Finds Jefferson at the top of the key. Over to Vakovic. And it's a bad pass. I'm not sure who Jefferson was intended for over there, but appears to be Inzu Wu. That's a turnover for the Huskies.
I don't think she knew. She just threw the ball to a spot with nobody at that spot.
All right, here's Chamberlain. Kolinska. And a jump shot by Kolinska is no good. Inzu Wu will battle for the rebound. And it's going to be knocked out of bounds, and Huskies ball.
Now, Huskies need a shot. They need a basket right now to start it. You can't sit here and play all of this time without scoring. You're going to let McNeese get a little momentum.
Here's Inzu Wu, back to Wilson. Here's Jefferson. Here's Jefferson. She'll go to the basket. Shot no good. Sutherland will get the rebound, and here's Inzu Wu. Her and Tanks will go at it.
2 really good shots inside and misses both of them. Penetration by Jefferson, offensive rebound by Sutherland, and offensive rebounds is the difference. And also their defense that they stepped up on Chamberlain. Chamberlain started out red hot.
Kolinska. Out to Stubblefield. Drives to the basket. There's going to be a whistle called, and she'll be fouled. It's going to be a foul on Huskies, Julia Vakovic.
You can't have defensive contact for that long. You got to step back and get away. And you got to be able to defend out of bounds plays. Don't give up the 3 ball.
3-pointer by Kolinska. It's going to be good.
Kolinska, I tell you now, you got that 3 ball, it just knocks down a lot of things. You got to be ready for it.
Her name really shakes me up. I'm not sure every time I say it. But here's Jefferson. Over to Vakovic. Inside to Sutherland. Back out to Wilson. Wilson for 3. Wilson to lock it down. Jefferson there to get the rebound. Spin around layup. His ball is lost by Jefferson. Inzu Wu will gather it. And here's Wilson with the floater. It won't go. It's going to be a whistle. And it's going to...
Great effort. Just you can't make every shot. You can't get every rebound.
McNeese's ball. Here's Chamberlain. Inside pass to Tanks. Tanks turns around, lays it up. No good. Inzu will get the rebound for the Huskies. All right. Huskies have not scored here in the third quarter.
Yeah, that's too long. You got to be able to move it. You got to get it to the high post. Get it to Jefferson.
Turnaround jump shot for Jefferson is good, so they will score on that possession.
Yeah, that's where you got to go with the basketball. You got to go to your leading scorer. You got to get her the ball in her range. She's not a great three-point shooter, so get it to her where she is a great shooter. All
right, here's Stubblefield. She'll lay it up. She's going to be fouled. She'll be shooting 2.
Stubblefield is a 71% free throw shooter, so that means this. Everybody's got to be aware that you got to block it out, even though there are 2 free throws. Don't give up at 1 free throw and then let her miss it and get her own rebound.
And that foul's going to be on number 5, Kennedy Wilson. Stubblefield at the line for the Cowgirls. 42-27, 7:05 left to play here in the third quarter. Again, the Huskies are rallying for their first conference championship in program history.
That would be a great mark to achieve, and you want to win it outright. Look at the little press come up now.
Here's Wilson.
Yes, I'd like to see Jefferson go inside again.
Jefferson at the top of the key. Inside to Nzulu, back out to Wilson, over to Vakovic. Great ball movement for the Huskies. 6 seconds on the shot clock. Here's Nzulu with the jump shot for 2, and that's good. Assisted by Jefferson. Great ball move, great execution by the HBU Huskies.
Tremendous patience there. You move the basketball, don't panic.
Here's Chamberlain. Outside to Kulinska. And 3-pointer by Kalinska is good. And from this point of view, I also saw that one going right into the basket.
Yeah, but you went behind the ball screen. You got to go in front on shooters. You got to go over on the top.
Turnover by the Huskies is going to be stolen by Stubblefield. She'll lay it up. And 1 for Stubblefield. She's really turning it around here in the second half. She'll go to the line for 2. It's a 4-point play here for Lashayna Stubblefield.
She's been very aggressive. You'll see her steal the basketball against the press, and then you come up. They've made a little adjustment. They've gone from a 2-2-1 to a 2-1-2, and that's putting somebody in the middle, and they're able to. HBU's going to have to find somewhere else to pass the ball to.
And that free throw by Stubblefield is no good. HBU will get the rebound, so Wilson a reset here. 44-33, 5:55 left to play in the third quarter. Here's Jefferson over to Vakovic. Only an 11-point lead for the Huskies. 6 seconds on the shot clock. Sutherland back out to Wilson. Vakovic for 3. 3-pointer for Vakovic is good at the very last second.
What a shot. What a great shot. With the shot clock running down.
Here's Stubblefield. She'll go to the basket. Lays it up. No good. Nzulu ready for the rebound. And here's that 3-pointer from Julia Vakovic. Great patience for Vakovic to wait for the ball there in that corner, and great ball movement into the very last seconds by the HBU Huskies.
She knew where the shot clock was. That's an older player knowing what the situation is.
47-33 lead for HBU. Here's Nzulu. Back out to Wilson. Here's Wilson. She'll go to the basket, lays it up. She's going to be fouled on the way down.
Wilson does a nice job of carrying the ball. Watch her now. Shot clock running down, runs it, takes the shot, draws the foul, goes to the free throw line, and where she's very, very good.
And that's going to, and I'm wondering how they have the lead with such a record.
They're up 14, and right now they're shooting just a little bit over 33%. But one of the reasons they've been able to do it, they've been at the free throw line. They're a really good free throw shooting team. Good defensive teams, good rebounding teams, and give me a team that can shoot free throws. Got a pretty good combination, and that's what HBU, that's what they are today.
33% at the midway through the third quarter is not really like this HBU Husky.
Not when you're up 15.
Kalinska out to Stubblefield. Yespers attempts the screen back into Stubblefield, back to Kalinska. Sorry, Yespers. It's going to be a jump ball. It'll be the Cowgirls ball.
And then from a coach, watch this rebound. You go and see Jefferson does a nice job, but at the same time, you'll see Taints come over. This is McNeese has got a young team that's getting better, but HBU's pretty doggone tough, and they return everybody.
Here's Kolinska with a three-pointer. It's no good. It's going to be Huskies ball.
Here, McNeese has kind of stayed in their little trap. HBU's done a nice job. You think about it. They only have 6 turnovers, and that's pretty doggone good in the game in the third quarter.
13 turnovers for the Cowgirls. And they're shooting 12 for 31. Not ideal for the Cowgirls either.
They don't have as many shots.
Chamberlain on the bench right now, their leading scorer. Here's Wilson for 3. She'll knock it down for a three-pointer. 51-33.
Great range.
And Jefferson's going to foul Stubblefield, and she knows it. She'll back off.
The bad thing about the foul is the fact now that it lets McNeese go to the free throw line and score twice if they have 2 free throws without the clock running. Stubblefield right now is shooting 71%.
Here's Stubblefield. First one's good.
If you're the coach and you're trying to close in on the conference championship, you got 3:58 left in the third quarter. This clock just won't run. It's going to seem like 2 hours in the next 30 minutes. Little full court pressure now after the free throw.
Here's Mapusa. Over to Inzuwu. Inzuwu loses it, regains control.
Wilson, see that? Go take a point guard. If you're listening out there, when your big players get in foul trouble, go get the ball.
Back to Mapusa, and here's Wilson for 3 again, and she'll knock it again. She's 2 for 2 in the last 2 minutes inside of Sharp's gym. And it's going to be a whistle called. I think Laura Mapusa in right now for Julia Vakovic, shaking up the Cowgirls bench. It's going to be Cowgirls ball right here as the Exodus inbounds.
You go back when the Cowgirls had 17, they only got 35 right now. Great defense by HBU.
And here's Stubblefield. And Jefferson is going to foul. That one was a foul. She looks a little shocked, but the naked eye could see that could have been a foul.
I think that what you have to do there, you can't get that close, okay? You didn't think it was a foul, but don't let the referee. Stubblefield ain't gonna shoot the ball from outside. Just step off of her, back up, and make her make a play. All you're doing now, this is gonna be her 5th free throw. That's the only way they can score is her shoot free throws.
And if you're head coach Lynn Kennedy, what's going through your head right now? What changes do you need to make?
All you're doing is just trying to coach and beat this press right now. You're not thinking about all this other stuff.
It's going to be knocked out of bounds by Stubblefield. The Huskies ball. Jefferson will inbound. Inside pass to Inzuwu. Inzuwu turnaround jump shot in and out. It's going to be rebounded by the Cowgirls. Scribner. Here's Gill. Gill's been hot off the bench in today's matchup. Back to Stubblefield. There's Chamberlain. Chamberlain been a little bit of shutouts today, and she'll be trapped right there. But here's Scribner for a free throw, and it's going to be good. They've really been attacking Chamberlain today. She hasn't really been able to make the plays and score as she normally would. Great defensive effort by HBU. There's going to be a travel on rebound, Maryland Nzulu.
Yeah,
Turnover.
Maryland, all they have to do is just put the ball on the floor and make a layup. Here comes Collins in, and Collins has been able to give them a spark. What you don't want to do
Great pass by Jefferson, and here's Nzulu as she hesitates.
Yeah, just hit. You got to take that shot.
And Gill's three-pointer is going to be an air ball. Sutherland will get the rebound. Gets the ball over to Wilson. And again, Collins now in for Nzulu. Layup by Jefferson, no good. Sutherland will get the rebound. Stripped away, and there'll be a scrabble for the ball. It's going to be a jump ball. It's going to be HBU's ball. Great defensive work there by Abby Sutherland to get that rebound and attempts to lay it back up. Here it is right here. Jefferson lays it up. Here's Sutherland. She jumps up. She's prepared. And then she's going to be double teamed.
You got to keep if you're Sutherland, you're tall. You got to catch it. Be tall by keeping the ball up high. Don't bring it down.
Inbound it to Wilson. Here's Jefferson over to Mapusa. I would like to see Mapusa pull up from the three-point line. She did it all week last weekend against A&M Corpus Christi. And she'll pass it over back to Wilson. And she'll do it right here. And that's why I wanted to see it. When Lauren Mapusa's hot from downtown, she is hot. And that's exactly what we wanted to see right here inside of Sharks Gym.
What a great shot. Now you got to come over and stop the penetration.
And that's going to be a layup by Gill for the Cowgirls.
I tell you, Wilson has done a nice job of handling the ball and without committing any turnovers. She's done a good job of beating this press. She only has one turnover. And for a point guard to go against the press every time, that's really good.
Here's Jefferson. She's going to be fouled from behind. Foul's going to be Rosanique. What was the purpose of that foul?
Tried to steal the basketball. Instead of going for the ball, she went for the body.
Here's Huskies. Tamia Jefferson on the sideline. Takes it in. Inbounds it to Wilson. Back to Jefferson. Here's Wilson. Fake shot. Pump shake. Back to Wilson. Back to Mapusa. Pump shake again. Back to Wilson. Over to Jefferson. Back to Jefferson. And here's Jefferson. Stubblefield is going to steal it from Jefferson, and she'll drive down. Inside pass to number 14, Yespis, and Yespis lays it up for two. Great defensive play by Stubblefield, and great offensive play by Yespis. Jefferson's going to be double teamed, and here's Stubblefield. She'll lay it up, and it's going to be a foul.
You're watching right now. Great job of Stubblefield taking the ball, taking it to the basket, and then passing it, and then jumping right into the diamond out-of-bounds press.
Great offensive play there by Yespis. At the line right now for the Cowgirls is Stubblefield. Lashane Stubblefield.
She's made 6 points. Now that, mixed one, 6 in a row.
57-43 lead, 55 seconds left to play in the third quarter. Layup's no good for the Cowgirls. Wilson to get the rebound. All right, HBU, 45 seconds, 20 seconds left on the shot clock. Here's Wilson, back to Mapusa, back to Wilson, and McGuire. Collins, a jump shot, laid it up, floater, and it's good.
When you let Collins go inside one-on-one, she's so tough because she's so strong. You got to come down, close out this last 20 seconds with great defense.
All right, here's Gill. 14 seconds on the shot clock. On the time clock, excuse me. Shot clock's off. Gill, she'll go to the basket. Shots blocked by Abby Sutherland. It's going to be Indy McGuire there. And Huskies ball. Over to Mapusa. 0.3 seconds. And everybody wanted Mapusa to shoot, but she'll dribble it out. until the end of the quarter. And that's going to do it for the third quarter here.
I think they've got to find somebody that can step up and make the defense guard them all the time. Right now, you're going to come up and they got a lot of subs in the game.
Julia Bakovic, the leading scorer for the HBU Huskies, currently on the bench, but she has 16 points and 3 personal fouls. Here's Kolinska. Jump shot's no good. Collins will get that rebound.
What a game Collins has had. I don't care what the stats say. She's rebounded every ball, made every tough shot, moving against this zone. Great ball movement.
And here's Sutherland. Abby Sutherland leading this team right now in rebounds. And here's Collins with another jump shot, and it's going to be in and out.
Yes, that was a good shot. But you talked to Coach Finney and you said before, what's the secret to this game? Transition defense. HBU's done a great job in their transition defense.
Here's Wilkins. It's going to be a turnover and a scrabble between Mapusa and Wilkins. It's going to be HBU's ball.
Collins came in with a great defensive play. She stepped in, knocked the ball out, forced the jump ball. Now you're going to see McNeese go to the full court pressure. Okay, Sutherland, you and Collins may have to come down and get ready to help out against this press.
Here's Wilson. She's going to be trapped in double team.
McGuire, you can't go away from the ball. You got to stay with the ball.
Big pass to Collins down the court into the hands of McGuire. McGuire reset.
McGuire was running away from the trap. When the person gets trapped, the other wing players have to come back to her.
Here's Wilson over to McGuire. Across the court to Mapusa. Mapusa for 3. And that one's no good, but Wilson will be there to get the rebound. Throws it up, and there's going to be a shot clock violation.
Well, just with Bajakovic has got 3 fouls. I think there comes a time it might be pretty close now that you get her back in the game. She had such a common influence. She had 16 points.
Jump shot by Hamilton is no good. Mapusa will get the rebound. She'll drive back down the court into the Huskies territory. Finds D. Collins. D. Collins lays it up for 2. Great offensive play there by Lauren Mapusa.
Well, yeah, Lauren Mapusa, nice job of giving up the ball, but I like how Collins can finish it. She's strong enough. A little body bump doesn't hurt her.
All right, here's Hamilton. Hamilton into the hands of Kolinska. Tanks, excuse me, that's Rosany. It's going to be knocked out of bounds by the Cowgirls. And in comes Skripna. She's coming in for Tanks.
Here comes the press. McGuire, you got to come back and help the ball.
Big pass to Collins. She's going to be out of bounds, knocks it back in. I don't know if that was a bad pass or a great effort by Collins, but it'll be Cowgirls ball. And here's Hamilton for 3. Ooh! Great three-pointer there by Hamilton. HBU reset. Here's Wilson into the hands of Mapusa. And the ball's almost stolen from Enya McGuire. It's going to be knocked out of bounds by Kulinska. HBU ball.
Another good sub. Put Julie back in, another ball handler. But I think Collins has got to come up. She's way away from the ball. They're doubling these smaller point guards. She's got to come meet the ball.
That may go for Collins and Sutherland.
All of them got to go meet the ball.
We've seen this the last 2 or 3 games, man, where the Huskies are being trapped and double teams offensively. Enya McGuire almost loses control. Here's Wilson. Wilson lays it up. She won't get the 2-point play, but she will go to the line for 2.
Yeah, because most teams have been behind HBU, so when you're behind, you're out there trapping. See, Coach Finney over there with their clipper, watching Wilson go in, draw the foul, shooting really good from the free throw line. But Coach Finney right now is telling McGuire, come back against this trap and help her out. She's got a little board out. She's showing her what she wants to do. When you can't go away and get this, you got to get the ball down the court first.
It's going to be a couple subs for the Cowgirls. Yes, this will come back into the game. 6:52 to go. 61-46 leads for the HBU Huskies. 62-46. And here is Hamilton.
Can't drop off of Hamilton. You can't give her that shot.
Three-pointer is no good. Stubblefield will be there to get the rebound. Lays it up and gets her own rebound, and she's going to be fouled from behind.
This is the biggest reason I love the quarters. If you back in the old halftime, when you played by the halves, you'd have it. This would be 2 free throws. People don't want to see you go to the free throw line. You get the ball out of bounds. The foul count starts all over.
And a pass from Skripina intended for number 22 Wilkins is going to be a bad one, and it's going to be stolen by the HBU Huskies. Great effort for Julia Vakovic to race down the court to get that ball. So
great job of not trying to rush it and force something. You got to lead. Take your time.
Here's Vakovic. Vakovic throws it up. Collins will be there to get the rebound. Lays it up. It's going to be knocked out of bounds. It's going to be Huskies ball. Quick pass inside to Collins. Collins will drive up, back outside to McGuire. 3-point for McGuire won't go. Sutherland will hustle to get the rebound. It's going to be a whistle. It's going to be out of bounds. And you see Coach Finney on the sideline clapping because great effort by Abby Sutherland, although it is a turnover for the HBU Huskies. Here's Stubblefield. She'll try to go to the basket. She's going to be fouled on her way. Foul's going to be, I believe, on Wilson. Here it is right here.
See, instead of reaching in by Sutherland or Wilson, just make her make the shot. Don't bail her out. They bailed her out just numerous times by fouling her.
That foul's only going to cost the Huskies 1 point. So a 63-46 lead here with 5:52 left to play. Here's Hamilton. She'll throw it up. No good. Collins will get the rebound. Here's Wilson. Vakovic. McGuire. Over to Collins. Back to Wilson. 13 seconds on the shot clock. Here's Sutherland. Back to Wilson. Andy McGuire on the outside. Finds Vakovic. 3-pointer from Vakovic from deep downtown. What did you say last time?
From the volleyball line.
No.
Great shot.
I was going to say deep downtown from all the way from NRG. 3-point play there for Julia Vakovic. Here's Stubblefield. Guarded by Kennedy Wilson. Inside pass to Skripina. And way to go for HBU not to foul and just allow them to score right there. Here's Vakovic. Inside pass to Collins. Over to Sutherland. It's going to be HBU's ball.
I thought Julie should have dribbled the ball farther. We're at a TV timeout. I thought she ought to dribble the ball and then passed it.
Well, that's going to be a timeout, media timeout for none of them really making any noise here in this matchup right now.
He's played a lot of players. Looks like to me now, just watching it, he's got unhappy with his starters, and he's letting them sit down and get ready for the conference tournament. Because, see, if this stays like it is, this is going to be the matchup in the first round. If McNeese can beat. McNeese is 4th, and they're going to play the winner, and it'll probably be somebody that they'll beat.
Here's Vakovic over to McGuire. And Zubu not back in for the Huskies. Here's Wilson. Inside pass to Collins is going to be stolen. It's going to be a whistle called.
Kick ball. Now you're going to get a new 20 on the clock. Now you don't want to run in the clock at this time. You just want to come in and get great looks.
Here's Collins. Over to Wilson. Over to Vakovich. Cross the court to McGuire. Pump fake for McGuire. Back to Vakovich. Here's Vakovich. 6 seconds on the clock. Here's McGuire. It's going to be a turnover for the HBU Huskies to travel on Enya McGuire.
She moved both feet at the same time. She was just getting set, but that's the shot she shot all of her life, and it hadn't been called.
Here's Stubblefield. Stubblefield shut down in the paint, but outside left by herself is Hamilton, and she'll knock it down for 3.
You can't help off of Hamilton. You got to be able to stop it. You got to be able to guard it. I thought this was a great timeout by Coach Finney. You're getting, and we've had them. They made it exciting at the end. They always want people to stay watching them.
Here they go. Here's McGuire. Big pass to Nzulu, and it's going to be a backcourt violation. Instead of her stepping forward, she stepped back, and so that's going to be a turnover for the Huskies.
I like this bringing in. You bring in a player that's other than that can handle the ball. I'm telling you, with this press going, McGuire, you cannot leave Hamilton. You got to stay out on her.
Stubblefield's going to be fouled. And I just want to go back to that last play with Marilyn Nzulu. As a veteran of the team, that was a very, not a common mistake, but a very pointless mistake. Not to step forward, but instead step forward to cost her team that turnover.
You got to stay in the backcourt.
Here's Wilkins. Back to Stubblefield. Hamilton. Three-pointer for Scribner is no good. Wilson will get the rebound. Way to go for Wilson to be there. Here's McGuire.
I think you got to be a little more aggressive on offense.
Here's Vakovich. He's going to be double teamed. Back out to Wilson. Wilson with the floater is no good. Rebound is going to be Scribner. Hamilton with the chance. Will the Cowgirls score this possession? Here's Hamilton. Scribner back to Hamilton. 8 seconds on the shot clock. Hamilton will throw it up for 3. No good. Rebound's going to be knocked out by Collins. She'll get it, regather, gets it into the hands of Wilson. Wilson will drive down court into McGuire. Right now, Tobias Jefferson's waiting to come in.
Running some time off.
Here's Sutherland. Jump shot no good. No Huskies there to try to get the rebound. Stubblefield will get the rebound. She'll drive down the court, lays it up for 2. It's going to be a 4-point play for LaShayna Stubblefield. And again, you keep saying, why are they fouling her instead of her letting her make the play?
You're going to go in and get, don't let her go. Put your hands up. The last thing you want to do, you got a 12-point lead. You got 2 minutes to go. And you just do not want to foul.
It's going to be knocked out of bounds.
They got lucky right there. The Stubblefield has been making free throws. They didn't cut it down. Now you got to get ready for the press.
And McGuire's going to make a smart move and call timeout. It's going to be a timeout call on the Huskies. We'll be right back. And hello, and welcome back inside the Huskies Sharp Gym. Here's Wilson. The Huskies will take over after that halftime. Smart play there by Enya McGuire to call timeout when the Huskies are clearly
in trouble.
They were being dominated and double teamed.
Great patience. Moving around.
Here's Sutherland. Back to McGuire. Into into the hands of Wilson. Back to Sutherland. 2 seconds on the shot clock. She'll throw it up. Hamilton to get the rebound. Bakovic do not foul from behind. No reason to. Here's Wilkins for three. And she'll knock down her first three-pointer of the game. There's going to be another timeout called for the HBU Huskies. And I mean, man, they were picked to finish second here in the Southland Conference. And what do you know? They could be Southland Conference champions. It's going to be a foul called on Stubblefield.
There's not been but one. That's only the second team foul. That works to their disadvantage now. Now the clock starts at 20 all over again. You got to get it in bounds.
Sutherland, Jefferson.
Now it's time to...
Wilson almost would have been trouble team if she didn't get the ball going.
It's time to go inside.
She's going to be fouled by Hamilton.
Now the coach is saying, telling his players, look at the clock. Now you foul with 7 seconds on the shot clock. Now you foul, but you're not in 1-and-1. So now the clock goes back to 20. This is working all in HBU's favor.
Here's Jefferson. Quickly passes it into Bakovic. Bakovic is going to be double teamed. She'll find her way out of it. Gets it into the hands of Sutherland. Here's Wilson now. Back to Jefferson. Big pass to Sutherland. Gonna get physical over here. And the layup by Wilkins is good. It's gonna be a timeout called by the HBU Huskies.
Yes.
Somebody's gonna have to score for the HBU Huskies. Rather it's free throw, jump shot, two-pointer, three-pointer. The shooters need to shoot at a time like this. The last thing they would need is a turnover and to allow the Cowgirls possession or foul.
So there's 30 seconds in essence.
They'll put 33.40 seconds.
Okay, see, HBU does not have to score anymore. They just get it in and run the clock.
Wilson is going to be trapped. She'll find her way out of it. She's going to be fouled.
The biggest thing HBU's got to do, if you throw the ball in bounds, you got to get rid of it in a hurry because here comes the trap. You can't wait on them to come trap you because now the jump ball position goes to them. You got to get it in now. The next one's going to be a free throw.
Foul's going to be on Yespis. There's Jefferson. Back to Wilson. Across the court to McGuire. Back to Jefferson. Back to Wilson at the top of the key. They're just playing a little bit too close to this backcourt for me. And Wilson is going to be fouled.
Well, I think you can wrap this one in the HBU. Congratulations. You have won the Southland Conference Championship.
Hey, there's 15 seconds left. You're getting too far ahead of yourself.
No. Coach Donovan, you have deserved it. You've coached really well this year. You ought to be Coach of the Year next week in the Southland Conference.
And if you had to choose, who would be Player of the Week next week?
Oh, for me, this would be tough, but I'd have to go with you.
Julia Bakovic.
Yeah, Bakovic. I'd have to go with her. She's played throughout. Get back. Give them the shot now.
You know what's crazy? The HBU is going to come back next season for their 2022-2023 season, and they're not losing anybody. That's the great thing about it.
Not losing, not one player.
Not even one. It's senior day here inside of Sharps Gym, and congratulations to Patience Idaho and Anna McGuire. That's Anna McGuire's sister, the Ireland native. They are the two seniors here for senior day. I want to just shout them out here on ESPN Plus.
I cannot believe with the game one that they would reach in and hold. Just give up the free throw. Give up the play.
You better believe it. No, I'm just kidding.
No, but
2 points won't do nothing for them. Still ball game, 6.5 seconds. If the Cowgirls can come back with 7 points in a matter of 6 seconds, they deserve to win this ball game.
Oh, we didn't even have a timeout.
There was a timeout, but there was no commercial break. So here's Bakovic over to Wilson. It's going to be